Woman asks me if I'm gay because of the way I was dressed and how I wore my watch, then implies that I was abusive to my ex. I just had something so fucking bizarre happen to me. I was here enjoying a succulent Italian meal of linguine with chicken and shrimp in a white cream sauce when I was approached by another diner in her 50s. The first words out of her mouth were, "Are you gay?" Like who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. I just simply said, "Not that there is anything wrong with that, but no, I'm not." She then says, "But you're dressed too nice." I'm wearing a Carhartt polo shirt and Dickies work pants, not a tux or something. I just look at her saying nothing, so the silence starts making things awkward, at least for me. She then asks, "Why do you wear your watch on your right hand? Then that means you're gay." Apparently, the watch is on my hand and not my wrist, and that is an automatic clue to me being gay. Silly me. I say I'm wearing my watch on my right wrist because I'm left-handed, and typically, you wear your watch on your non-dominant side. At that moment she stared blankly at me for a good 10 count. She even did an unsynchronized lizard blink. I think I lost her at non-dominant side. More awkward silence ensues. She then just says, "Yeah, that's not a thing." "What is not a thing, Susan?" So I ask what is not a thing. Her scoffing, she says, "Being left-handed." "You're making that up." Came my server walking over to me and standing next to me, I assume, in an attempt to head off any potential escalation, and she's staring at the woman like WTF. The server, who is a sweetheart, BTW, looks at me, and we exchange WTF glances. I simply say, "I assure you that I am not making it up." My server then says, "Yeah, being left-handed is very real, I'm left-handed too." This woman, completely ignoring my server, then asks, "Are you married then?" Me and the server glance at each other. I said, "No. Not anymore." So she goes, "I figured that since you're eating alone. Why aren't you married?" I said, "Ma'am, that is private. I'm not going to air my dirty laundry in public, much less with a stranger." She goes, "Oh right, right. Was it because you were abusive?" My server then interjects and says, "Ma'am, I need you to go back to your table. You are being disrespectful to another guest, and I'm not going to allow that." The woman goes, "Fine, but I've got your number. I just know it." All the while squinting her eyes and pointing at me. She then returned to her table to join her very embarrassed 20-something daughter, I assume. She did not seem under the influence or anything, but wow. I'm at a loss here. I guess I'm divorced because I'm an abusive gay man who is flaunting my homosexuality by wearing my watch on my right wrist. After all, being left-handed is not a thing. I was fooled this entire time. Here, I thought I was a heterosexual left-handed male. Again, silly me.